Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today because we have over 100 subscribers. Like I only just started this and I'm just excited. It makes me know that I'm doing something right and people are actually benefiting from this. So if you have subscribed, thank you. If you haven't, please do so that it will encourage me. Today, I'm not going to take so much of your time. I'm just going to talk about three things that if you have under control or you can prove, then you're on your way to getting that visa. It's like once you have these three things right, then it's only village people that can stop you from getting that visa. So before your visa interview or submission of your document, you must understand three key things. Three, just three, or one, two, three. And I refer to these three things as the three P's. Now, number one is purpose of travel. Number two, proof of funds. Number three, proof of ties. The first P, which is the purpose of travel, you need to be able to prove to the visa issuing officer or the consular that there is a need to travel, which is your purpose of travel. So it might be that, okay, you're going for what if you're going for tourism purposes, okay, that's why we say travel history is very important. It must show that you've traveled before so it doesn't look out of place for you to say, I want to go to this new country because I've been doing traveling before. Tourism is in me, it's part of me. It might be that you're going for a family function, you're going for a graduation. A lot of people went for graduation over the last month. So it might be graduation, it might be a wedding. So for the graduation, of course, you have the invite from the person and from the school. For a wedding, you have the wedding invitation for, and then purpose of travel. So now, for a wedding, for instance, it cannot be a wedding of a cousin that you have not seen since 1980 or you don't have any kind of communication with. If this cousin comes to Nigeria, you must be able to prove that, okay, yeah, we communicate, the person was in Nigeria or we hung out and, like all of that. And if the person has never been to Nigeria, by email, talking on phones, WhatsApp messages, just to establish that relationship. Now, it doesn't have to be a wedding alone. It might be conferences, it might be seminars, it might be medicals. You must be able to prove that there's a reason that you need to travel. And you have to show that even after you have gone, you will still return back to your home country when the holidays is over or when the function or the event you're going for when it's over. You must be able to prove that. Traveling is not particularly cheap. An exchange rate is not smiling. So trying to say that you're going to spend like 2 years savings for someone's wedding that you haven't seen in a long time or you don't particularly have a relationship with, it's kind of funny. And they know that we as Africans, we don't have access to credit as much as they do in the Western world. So it's not even like you're going to put it on your credit card and you pay later. Everything you're going to pay out of pocket. So be sure that you're not saying that it's a friend that you finished high school together 20 years ago, 30 years ago, that you're going for their wedding and you have not even seen since then or you don't have any relationship. Make sure you have a strong relationship with the person that is inviting you. But if you have a relationship with the person and you can establish that, it won't look so weird saying that you're going to spend 2 weeks for someone's wedding and you're going to spend a lot of money because you have a relationship anyway. And then these Oyibo people, they are big on relationships, they are big on family. So they understand that you have to do this. They really do understand, which is why it's very important. If you don't have anybody inviting you like that, or you just want to go for tourism purposes, even if you have someone inviting you, it's always good to build a travel history so that when it's in your habit to travel, it doesn't look so much like this person has this money anyway, and then this person is used to traveling. This person that just went to whatever country it is for 10 days just to relax, then they can do this for a family or a friend to go and celebrate with them. Because all in all, we don't want to give an impression that we are looking to jackpot. And the jackpot syndrome is really out there. So you really don't want to do that to yourself. Now, the second P, which is proof of funds. This is, in fact, I won't say it's the most important because the three P's are equally important, but this is a big deal. Like a lot of people miss it when it comes to this. In fact, actually, don't let me say a lot of people miss it. A lot of people miss it when it comes to the three P's. So, for this, which is the proof of funds, is very essential. There's nothing wrong in you sponsoring your child abroad or vice versa. But when you have a full grown man that is depending on maybe a brother or an uncle or aunt to sponsor him, or a full grown woman, then it looks dodgy. Because you're saying that, okay, I'm 32, I'm looking to go for tourism purposes, and then I'm looking at doing my bank statement. I put my bank statement there, then I put another one for my uncle, that my uncle is sponsoring me. I don't understand. For Oyibo, they don't even understand why anybody is giving you anything anyway. So, because for us as Africans, you can say, oh, I went to visit this my uncle, and when I was leaving, he gave me 100,000 naira, or he gave me $100 and everything. Onyibo does not believe in that. If they buy you a gift, they are gifting you something. It might be Thanksgiving, it might be your birthday, or it might be just they just particularly care about you and they just want to do something nice for you. But the way we would just say, oh, Uncle Sukome is coming to our house. I know that $100 will drop for sure. Uncle Shola is coming. That one is a sure uncle. I know. Mm-mm. They are not like that. So it looks dodgy that somebody is sponsoring your trip. They don't do that. They rather not take that trip. So if you need to prove your funds, make sure you build your own bank statement. So many of us make mistakes when we build our bank statement. You're looking to travel, you're earning something, and then you leave the money sitting in your bank account. I've had a number of people that when I looked into their file, it was funny to me, and I thought to myself, even if I was the visa issuing officer, I'm not going to give this person this visa. For example, now you are earning like a 500,000 naira a month, and then in your bank statement you have only like 10K or 15K going out there because you are trying to pack up money in your account. You think it's the balance they want to look at. Yes, your balance is important, but then it's not the ultimate. So because you think it's your balance they want to look at, you're earning like 500,000, and then you only take out like 15, 20,000 in a month. So you have 480,000 naira sitting there every month, month by month, hoping that by the time you want to apply the 480,000 naira, the accumulation for 480,000 for 6 months, and then you have some people drop lump sum in your account. Maybe you have somebody just tell your brother, please, can you pay 500K into my account? Please, can you pay 1 million? It will not work. Because number one, the first mistake you shouldn't make is your salary account. I always tell people, don't mix medication. Don't do cocktail with your salary account. If it's salary, leave it at that alone. Even if any other monies has to come in, let it be just skeletal, one or two in a month. Let your salary be the major thing coming into it. And then, because when you're filling your application form, they will ask you your monthly expense, or how much do you spend in a month? Do you have any dependents? Make sure it adds up. So somebody else will say in a month, on a salary of 500, in a month, give or take, they spend like 200 or 220, and then you're taking 15,000 out of the account. Can you see that the math is not matching? It's not adding up. So when you're going to do that, or maybe when you say you have dependents, let it be visible from your bank statement, from your accounts, that you're actually taking care of these people. And then if you don't have, because some people will now have people money, they will use their salary account for different things. Let it be for salary. If you now want to back it up with another account that is savings account, you can. Nobody is saying that you cannot use multiple accounts. But you see that salary account, just leave it as it is. Salary should be the major thing. Even if your closing balance is not so healthy, your salary should be attractive enough to show that you have something healthy coming in every month. And you can back this up with pay slips and, of course, the figures that are coming into your bank account. But I always advise people that whatever it is that you're looking to spend on your trip, let's say, for instance, I'm looking to go to Spain, and the total of the trip is going to cost me 1 million naira. It's always nice to have like a 1.5 or 2 million as your balance. So I always tell people that make sure you have like 1.5 or times two of what you're looking to spend. I'll say that again. So if you're looking to spend like 1 million on your trip, make sure your bank balance is like a 1.5 million or 2 million. Like I said earlier, make sure it's like 1.5 or times 2 of what you're looking to spend that you have as balance in your account. And then the third and the last P is proof of ties. It can be finance, it can be family, it can be admission to a school, it can be anything. Just something that you have something to come back to in your own country after your vacation or after whatever reason that you're taking that trip for. I think that if you can prove these 3 P's, you're on your way to getting a visa. And that is 1, purpose of travel. Number 2, proof of funds. And number 3, proof of ties. And I think that will be all from me today. Till next week when I drop another video. Take care and have a good day. Bye bye.